Hello and welcome back to the final part of my church speed build. I'm finishing off doing the final face of the clock tower. Same idea as the rest of them, just like that. Next up we're going to the inside, where we're going to deal with the interior. I decided just to use wood like that because from pictures I've seen of inside of churches it all seems to be that kind of flooring they have, so I thought I'd just go with flow and use that as well. I was having some trouble here trying to decide the design of the entrance here, so I just do simplify it. There we are, we're doing the rafters now because it's very dark in there, so you need to put some lights up. And also the roof might collapse, so we'll put some rafters up to make sure that doesn't happen. Here we are, I'm just trying to get this all symmetrical. And I just guessed where that second part was I made the rafter was going to go, and I was a couple out. Well, that's life, just keep on going. Lighting in Minecraft isn't that amazing. There's only two choices, either candles or glowstone. Because redstone lamps, you need circuits and stuff for it. So I used glowstone. Gives more light and looks better on the roof. Finishing off doing the beams here, placing the lights again, so kind of symmetrical. Next up, I've noticed there's still quite a lot of dark patches, so I decided to put some chandeliers in. Churches have chandeliers, right? Well, this one does now. It's very basic chandeliers, but they still look really nice, in my opinion anyway. Perfect. And I'm doing the floor now. I decided to use red wool for it, as it seemed appropriate. Most churches I've seen have got red carpets going down the middle with wood either side, so I just copy that idea. Keep on doing it. Clear the area for the wood. You're going to see the bats flying about 400 times the speed that they're supposed to go at. Pretty funny. I actually wonder which is the best way to actually clear out a space. Is doing like I'm doing, lane by lane, or is it better doing it, I don't know, 2 by 2 or whatever? I'm not too sure. Never tell myself. This is the way I've always done it, so it's kind of the way I'm used to. The last side. Clearing up for grass. It's all inside. There you go, I'm doing 2 by 2 here at the end. I get fed up. Filling up the spaces of wood. Perfect, almost done. And that's the flooring down of the church. Perfect. But it's still pretty dark, so I decided to put some torches down, church style. as well as a, don't know what you'd call it really, lamp type idea there. Kind of reminds me more kind of Jewish than Christendom. But hey, it brightens up the place a little bit. So yeah, using spouts for the pews. Because they look nice. And they go well with the floor as well. Aside for I did put down any more, I had to mark out the area where the talker would, or priest or whatever, would talk. So mark out the area out, so I didn't put the pews too close. So peasants wouldn't sit too close to the vicar. There we go, I'm giving my sermon. A bit dark there, so I'll put some lights here in form of a lowercase t, I think I'll put it as. That'll be a really good idea. There you go, a nice lowercase t there for you. What lowercase t has got to do with Christianity? I honestly don't know. That's what my sermon is about today. Why the lowercase t's? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, enough cavalry. Let's just finish off doing these pews. We'll head off to the next part. Up top. Just kind of like, I don't know, sort of like a walkway up the top. Of course you can do whatever you want to do this and just do whatever you want here, and make the areas whatever you want. Usually when I do churches I normally do like I'll probably make both of these, one of them a morgue type area where you'd have all the bodies before they got buried, and of course you need a place for the priest and the choir boys to go as well before they come out and sing their lullabies. So I'll probably have an area for that as well. Okay, right now just keeping it simple. Anything I want to add aesthetically afterwards I can do in a later episode. Let's door it up, we don't want people to be looking in. Next was just a last minute thing that I decided to do. It was a graveyard. It was something I never really thought of doing when I was doing the church. It wasn't until I was basically finished that I decided to do one. Thought it would be really good, and then decided whether to put it at the roadside, side by side by the church, behind the church, whatever. I decided to put it right next to the church, as there's a graveyard right in the place where I live. There is a graveyard and church next door to each other. Seems to make sense. Some people put the graveyards in the back of the churches, etc. Personal preference, really. I like showing mine off in the front, just to give everyone the creeps as they drive past. I used the mossy cobblestone as well as the mossy moss stone as well, which again is really underused and looks really nice as texture pack for the wall. Gives it the kind of eerie kind of look to it. Then I put the fence, cobblestone fences at the top as well, mossy ones. Give it a bit of a, I don't know, it just came to me to do that. I'm not sure if it was a good idea or not. It looked pretty nice anyway. Here we go, I'm doing a tomb kind of idea here. It's a really, really small one. Nothing too fancy, just really basic. Yeah, it's just nothing fence to it. Not too sure. There we go. That's it. Might finish off doing the fence. And kind of an extra was to figure out how big I wanted the graveyard. I didn't want it to be too overly massive because it's only for a small village, so there wouldn't be that many dead people. And the church has just gone up, so there won't be that many graves in it. Which to me might be a little bit more spooky than there being many graves. It might be a deserted graveyard. Let's keep on following the design. Having the 3 stone before you put in the cobblestone. This design for the fences works really well, I think. It works for graveyard, it works for mansions, it works... I don't know, I just really like the idea. Something I don't use that often. Something I should use more. For protecting houses and stuff. Aesthetically, it does look really good. That's the back entrance. Case. Let's have a little rest here. Hello! Hi! Wave to the camera! Hello! Enough fucking about. Enough of that. Go back to work. Here it is, doing the graves here. So I think a couple ways of doing it. Figuring out I'd better use cobblestone or just smooth stone. I decided to use smooth stone and stone half slabs for the graves. And signs for the RIP thingy. I made 2 areas for graves because I don't want too many graves. I said it's a new town, so there won't be that many dead people in it. There we go. What we're going to do next, finally, is do a path. Again, the paths won't be complete because I want this grave to have a feeling of incompleteness to it, as if it's getting ready to have more bodies in it, have more corpses. Just a few selected paths, a few paths without a finish to it, just ready to go in. Well, that's it all complete now. Just final touches, put some weeds and stuff down around it. Thank you so much for enjoying this and supporting this series. Hope to see you next time in the next speed builds, and I will see you guys later.
Thank you.